Nightcap is a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't feel alone. Nightcap, yeah! Pour a drink, dirty or virgin, common water or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and I have the amazing Joy. I'm a real person, blogger, live influencer, Nickens. Hello, Joy.
Hello.
How are you?
I am cold.
I know. I was gonna say it's a little nippy. It's a little nipply out here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. Here, wait. Okay, there we go. That way it gets back to both of us. Both of us. Okay. Like my audio. My audio is so messed up right now.
Why? What's up?
Okay, never mind. I just fixed it. Woo! It was jacked up. Wait, here we go. Woohoo! As you can tell, I am ready for Christmas. No, the audio was messed up. Like all my settings were off.
Oh no.
And then I kind of knew what I had to do, but that's the hard thing. Also, Christmas.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. I love it.
As I ate my tea bag. Yes, so we are ready for Christmas, and we even made a gingerbread house.
Oh wow, you guys are festive.
Yeah. I'll show that off later.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and the best thing. Look at this. Here, wait. Do I have the right one? Number 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that wireless?
It is. It's wireless. It was $20 from Target. It is. I don't know what brand it is. Oh, it's Westinghouse. And also, I have it connected to one of my floor lamps. So that way, in the middle of the night, I could just be like everything off. Oh wait, oops. There we go. Everything off. Everything on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's I'm just happy to have everything all set up, as well as I'm happy to have everything be for the most part wireless, because it's such a pain in the ass to have to go back and hit the button or have to and then instead of I could have gotten like a smart plug, which I was gonna do, except for that's like $50 for just one.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I figured just having this over by one of the more accessible areas, that way it's like I could grab it from anywhere. I figured that'll do pretty well. Mr. Rodney is on.
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, and thank you very much for saying that. It's a nice tree. You cannot tell this. I can, because I have a nose. It is a real tree. Cupid surprised me this weekend by bringing the tree home when I was away at a wedding. But lo and behold, he was in a doghouse. So it was like a I'm sorry present.
He's like, hey, here's a tree. Love me again, please.
Yes. So yes, he's no longer in the doghouse. Or at least
I mean, it's working to get better.
So yeah, so the tree is all set up, and as you can tell, it is a silver, gold, and bronze tree, and it was all purchased from Target.
Tarjay, you slay.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
gotta go Target next time.
Ooh, so Miss Joy, what are you up to?
Lots of work. I'm watching some stuff on Netflix. So I got some stuff to talk about.
Ooh.
Sleeping.
Oh, catching up on your Z's.
Yeah. It's been a couple of days. Oh, I finally moved all of my stuff from before where I was
Yeah.
here. So all my stuff is here now.
I was gonna say, is that why there's like more totes in the background?
Yup.
Because
My
it's
friends, my other friends, they helped me. One of my friends helped me this past weekend. So shout out to my friends.
And hopefully everything was super amicable.
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
it was fun. They knew. My best friend, she had stuff there too. So we both came and it really was just moving all my stuff. So they helped me with their car. So yeah, it was great. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, Joy, you're all like moved out. I still have stuff at my parents' house. My mom is like, I have this tote that has all of your best schoolwork papers. Can you get it? And I'm like, Mom, this is an apartment. This isn't a forever home. Like
Mhm.
I don't have space for, a tote that had, that essay that I wrote when I was in third grade. And she was like, no, 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 no. You gotta take it now. Well, it's still at my parents' house.
Exactly. Like I don't have everything because there's a lot of totes and stuff that I have at my house, like my
Yeah.
actual house. But everything that I was like using or not using or had and like from the other place, I moved everything that was up there
Yeah.
over here. So I have like a good portion of the stuff that I really want to need.
Yeah.
Everything else is like in the attic, already organized.
Yeah.
Yep. And thank you, Rodney. Yes.
Yeah. Ronnie was like, I need more totes too. Congrats on the move though, Joy. It's official. Yay. You're a star in my book.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know who used to do that all the time? Opal.
Yep. And I was talking about her not too long ago too. I miss her.
Oh, I'm like, I just saw her. Oh, I saw her on Thursday.
Oh, I miss Opal.
Okay, so let's move on to TV because this has to do with like internet. But I was watching a whole bunch of videos about QVC fails, and I think because it's 'tis the season, I'm allowed to talk about QVC fails. So have you guys ever seen where the guy has like the kaleidoscope ladder and he like puts it up and then he starts walking on it and then he falls backwards? It's a QVC fail. And so I just think it's funny because Cupid does not like fail videos. I can go on Pluto TV and I can go on Pluto TV and just see an entire channel full of fails. And the entire time he's like stone faced and like looking angry. I'm like, do you want to change it? And he's like, no, it's fine. But he like legitimately hates it. Well, I found a subsection of fail videos that he can actually watch, and it's QVC ones. For some reason, he thinks they're funny. But I downloaded the QVC app which is so dumb because I don't buy anything. I downloaded the QVC app on Apple, And so I was just watching live QVC like tonight. I'm just like, oh, I don't know why. It's kind of like the first generation like YouTube almost. Because they have like the beauty people and they're like, look at this, go and buy this. Like they're doing like live like tutorials and like live demonstrations. So I don't know, it's kind of like proto YouTube, like what YouTube was used for. So so I haven't really been watching TV, but I've been enjoying some QVC.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
And then Mr. Rodney said, oh, before that, how was your trip? I saw on Twitter that you traveled somewhere. Ha ha ha. Yes, I went way up north and west for a wedding. It was about 90 minutes away. And it was for a wedding and I stayed overnight and Cupid didn't have anything to wear to the wedding and he realized that on the day that we were supposed to leave.
Oh God, no.
And then in true men fashion, he like was like, and there's like, no, you go to the store right now. And he was like, oh, they open at 10. I was like, it's 9:50, sweetheart. Brush your teeth, get dressed, and try to find something to wear. He couldn't, so he couldn't find anything. So I went to the wedding with my brother and sister-in-law and the my mom and dad for our Christmas present they got us a hotel room so that way we could stay there as opposed to have to travel back at night and there was a bus that went from the venue, which was a barn, to the hotel. So if like we both got really shit-faced, we could have went and we didn't have to worry about driving or anything like that. But those plans got squashed. So now you see doghouse situation. And that's also why in the picture on Twitter, like my face is like,
you was in it.
I was still in it. But it's funny though, when you're in it, the disappointment almost looks like anger. But when you're out of it, the disappointment is sadness. I don't know why that is. Because then I was because then when I was up there, as opposed to being like, like that, like disappointed, angry, I was like that disappointed, like sad, just like, oh, I wish he was here. I was like, this is so dumb. But so yeah, so that is what that is what happened. And Rodney said that there was a funny video of a dude slicing himself with a samurai sword fail on QVC. We watched that one too. He laughed during that. He does not laugh at fails. So I'm happy to find the subsection of fail that he can watch. So yes, that's why he was in the doghouse. What is your TV consumption this week?
Overall, we watched a couple episodes of Super Drag and She-Ra.
Oh, Super Drag. I watched an episode of that.
And we finished Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yay! What did you think of Chilling?
Oh, we both do not like it. We are both over the ending for part 1. I'm still gonna watch it though. Baby, I'm not sure. But yeah, I still want to watch it because I feel like there's more to be said about the story, but I did not care for the ending of that first part.
Oh, the spoiler alert, you mean her doing the thing?
Yes, because like the whole point of the show or the whole point of them episodes was for her to not do the thing. And then she does the thing. It's like, why? I mean, I know why, but it was just like, that's what this was leading up to, seriously. And then her transformation. I was like, all right, no.
The thing that I thought was interesting about her doing the thing is in the back of my mind, I think about Aunt Hilda. And I'm like, well, I mean, like, she could just be, like, really bad at the thing. Because, like, Hilda's, like, really bad at the thing. So like how much is there? There's like leeway in it. Like right now it's just like, oh, I'm gonna have to be this zombie, this like zombie thing.
Oh.
But there's gonna be like a like leeway. You know what I mean?
No.
Like because like no, you don't.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, okay, so let's say if you are a Christian, right? You could either be like a really good Christian and do all the stuff you're supposed to do. You'd be like a really shitty Christian and not do the things that you're supposed to do. So I think I'm seeing it along those lines. Like she's still gonna like be herself. Like I don't think, spoiler alert, her signing the book. Sorry guys.
Right.
Like
Spoiler alert.
it came out in October. The end of October. I'm sorry, Rodney. I just ruined that.
I mean, she did what she had to do, but still, I just was like, once she did it, I was kind of like, really? What was the point of all the other episodes now? Because she was so against it, and now she did it.
Well, you know what they say, whatever resists persists. I don't think the goal of the series was to like have it be like, oh, she's not gonna like sign it. Like I think the goal was that it needed to be her choice. Like she didn't need to, like, instead of on her 16th birthday her signing the book, like she refused to sign the book. Like she didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
And like so everything that she's done has been either in her own time or in her own way. And I think that her saving humanity through signing the book was her own way. And in its own way, that was kind of her saying like F you to the system, because like she did something that like in order for her to save her friends or to save the people that she loved that were not witches, she had to sign the book, that's like counter. Those are counterpoints.
Yeah, which I was like that, I just really hope that for all of that the part 2 is going to clarify some stuff and keep me, interested, because it's still roping me along, like bringing me along. Mm-hmm. So the most that for the ones I've said, was She-Ra. She-Ra. Yeah, it's so good and it's hilarious. Like it's funny, and it's like I watched He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, and that's good. Like this one is more. I don't know. Like it's keep it like that's like keep an open mind, but it really has me like engaged and like involved in it. I really like it. It's good. You should watch it. Rodney. Definitely watch it.
Mr. Rodney was like, he said he's skeptical to watch it because of childhood memories of the old cartoon.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to worry too much about the old school ones, but the woman, the voice acting that they picked, like the voice actors they picked, and how things unfold. Because I only watched two episodes this far, so it's worth it right now. I really like it. Shout out to them.
Ooh. Speaking of like superheroes, did you hear about Daredevil?
Womp womp womp. Yep, it was canceled.
Yes.
Yes.
Daredevil and the Iron Fist have been canceled. Punisher and Jessica Jones have not been canceled yet, but there are 2 reasons why they haven't been canceled yet.
Why?
I believe Punisher is in post-production, so they've already shot the stuff, and then Jessica Jones is currently shooting. So considering the fact that Netflix paid a lot of money to get that stuff started, and it's not just like, oh, we're planning stuff, considering the fact that they're actually doing the stuff, it probably would be better for them just to release it, as well as the fact that like I think it was probably what Daredevil and Jessica Jones as far as like their ratings most likely as far as like the top contenders. Jessica Jones got a lot of buzz. So, well, that, and I'm going to be sad once she goes away. Damn mergers.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, dead baby.
I was going to say you didn't. Wait, did you watch season 2?
I didn't watch anything of any Marvel show, but I like it because I was hoping that now that they're canceling them, I could just sit for real and just watch them without interruption. I haven't seen Jessica Jones. I haven't seen Punisher. I haven't seen Daredevil. I haven't seen Luke Cage. I haven't seen I haven't seen anything. And I have never watched it.
Yeah, you know what? I think it is Rodney. Rodney said that he thought Jessica Jones season 2 was kind of weak. You know what it is? They started off with they started off so strong, and then just all that lead up because you have the Purple Man.
Yes.
Because you have all that stuff, like that is like grade A material. And then they kind of need it to like go in. They needed to like go in, and then I'm kind of interested to see what they're gonna do with her friend, who eventually becomes she went through like some like experimentation. So I'm excited to see the two different reactions to that, if you know what I mean, Rodney. And then Rodney says that they are all going to Disney streaming service. I'm sure of it. That is what I've been hearing. But the only issue with that is, the only issue with Disney streaming service is the fact that those titles were exceedingly edgy.
Too edgy for Disney.
Huh?
Too edgy for Disney.
Absolutely. They would need like their own, like, kind of like how in the early 2000s Marvel had Marvel Max, which Jessica Jones was part of that lineup. And like I think one of the first lines in the Jessica Jones comic is just like the F word, just like, which kind of showed like a new era. Because that was one of the first times that one of the major comic book studios like went balls out like that. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, they need to do better. Hopefully their streaming service will have something where it's just like adults. Like there's Disney Plus or whatever, and then there's Marvel March Madness where you could just have your own section for Marvel stuff.
Rodney says that, but they are going to want edgy stuff for grown-ups too on the service, so that there is a plethora of different content. I do agree with that. It's just, I can't imagine that as is. Like, I can't imagine certain things, you know what I mean? Like, instead of it being like, oh, you like emotionally raped me, you know, it would be like, oh, you were mean to me.
Oh, you know? Like censored it. They like dumb it down.
Yes, I could see them dumbing it down just for a little bit more of appeal. But I could see them being like, oh yeah, we have edgy stuff, but it's still being like,
no.
Just like a little bit.
I would hope, because that's like taking away from the material that they had presented.
Yeah.
because people liked it because it was so edgy and so raw and like, that these are stories that could happen to people and should be told without worrying about the Disney of it all. But that's the risk that Disney took. Disney bought Marvel, like they bought the money. They have the rights or whatever it is that they have against Marvel, and it's like, well, if you're gonna release Marvel stuff, you better be ready to have some R-rated stuff on there, some PG or whatever.
Yeah, we better see some side boob.
Some.
A little bit of side boob, like not the whole shebang, but like a little cupation.
Some. So at least I'll look forward to that. More side boob 2019.
Oh my gosh, at work. So I'm in charge of the Christmas pageant, or I've been calling it the holiday pageant. It is literally 11 Christmas songs, and I had a little dreidel.
Ooh. But
that's what makes it the holiday pageant, is the fact that I've included one Jewish song. And so it's funny because I was singing with all the residents, and as opposed to having the background music, we went without background music, just because if we put background music on, everybody will get super quiet because they want to hear the background singer or the background music, so they're not singing out. And so I'm singing with all my residents. We're doing all these songs. We got Feliz Navidad, we got Rudolph, we got Frosty. And then one of the social workers like walks in and is like, Richard, how do you feel about the fact that, baby, it's cold outside? Radio stations are taking it off the air because of the Me Too movement. Which, by the way, first and foremost, it's crazy that I was asked that, because I'm like, oh, and I'm like, because she was like, people think it's implying about sex, but sex is never mentioned. And I was like, and my response was just like, I don't necessarily see like, yes, you could think that they're talking about sex and the pressuring of a woman, but I'm like, the lyric that I think is probably one of the more questionable ones is the fact that she's like, okay, I guess I'm just going to take like a half a sip more. And like, what did you put in this drink? Like, I think by far that is probably the creepier. I think that the implication that he might have, which I mean, of course, like, I think that that's probably like the fact that he's saying like, oh, just drink more. I think that that's probably more off-putting to me than like, ooh, are they talking about sex? But I don't know. And apparently they censored the line, what did you put in this drink? Yeah. In new versions of the song, they don't say that. But apparently radio stations are not playing that song.
Yeah, I saw the article and I was like, really, guys? But then, okay, if that's the way that we're going to change some music and change some stuff going on around here, then fine.
Yeah. Well, you know what her point was? Her point was, let's listen to all the other music on the radio and then compare. And I was like, I don't know. I just want to sing Frosty the Snowman with the residents and try to teach everybody how to say Prospero año y felicidad. Which I don't know what that means, but I can say it.
Look, better you than me, because I can't.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that was fun. So, is this one of your gaming weeks, or is this a comic book week? Are you not sticking with the schedule anymore?
Well, I was watching the stuff with Vivi instead, and we were trying to watch this other movie. So I sacrificed my video game week parts of days of my video game week to watch. So I'm kind of like in the midst of flipping things around, but I haven't even been able to play video games either. So I've just been watching stuff and getting really tired and going to sleep.
Oh, you sound like me.
Yep. So I'm getting things done, but then not getting things done.
If only there was like an extra 4 hours in a day. That way I could just do more stuff.
Yeah. Really time, for real.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about you, but me, I wait until Cupid is in bed and sleeping, and then I play video games a lot later than I should, and then I sneak into bed, and he is starfishing in our bed.
Because he already had all that space and all that freedom, and then you're like, I'm gonna come in, and he's like, nope.
And then I gotta like try to like sliver on, and it's bad when he's like sleeping above the covers because he like wears clothing, and I'm an underwear person in bed, so I'm like I need covers. So he's like literally in the center of the bed, and I'm like I just squeeze in. So all because last night I decided that I was going to play The Sims for like 2 hours, even though I got home from work at like 12:30. And then I had work. I had a 10-hour day today. So double tomorrow. Woo! QVC and The Sims tonight.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I've been playing The Sims as far as games are concerned. I've been playing The Sims a lot. Oh, and it's great too because when we were fighting, well, not really fighting, when I was upset.
Yeah.
Because I've been playing a game with us and we have like 2 kids. I divorced his ass and he and the kids moved into a shitty 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh.
But then before the night was over, we were pretty much back together.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So now we've reconciled in The Sims.
Hey, it's lit.
I know. And then he like walked by and he was like, wait, are those our kids? I'm like, yeah. He's like, they got fat.
Oh my God. You were here for one day and they're super fat now. Like,
Foreshadowing much? Well, if we were just talking about fighting, then yes, because back to strong. It's funny too, because in previous relationships, I never shadowed it with The Sims. I was always like, oh, yeah. I'm like, that's scary. I'm just like, oh, whatever, fuck it. Oh, I think that's like the 3rd time.
Wow.
I think that's like the 3rd time I've probably said it on air, and it's probably the 6th time ever it's been like on air on right now. So I'm gonna have to make this be explicit.
I mean, it's late night.
Yeah. But also, like, what is it? Like a PG-13 movie can have 1 F-bomb in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't that like ridiculous? Like,
just one.
They're allowed to have 1 F-bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney's saying F-bomb. Put $1 in the swear in the swear jar. Laugh out loud. It's I wish I had a swear jar. Oh my gosh. And then like Cupid also like put like pine cones everywhere, like in like jars.
Oh, well.
Like Joy has this stank face right now. Here.
Pine cones? What, we outside? Why do you have pine cones everywhere?
No. Like decorative, like bougie ass
pine cones. Yeah, I in my mind I was like, okay, I think I know what this looks like, but
yeah. So we have like a lamp that's clear and you can put stuff in it, and it has like pine cones and like decorative stuff, and like we have like all these other he decked it out. He did a much better job than me.
Okay, you're trying to get back into your good graces. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also my favorite thing, as soon as I walked in, or when I saw him again, I was like, that is the most depressing set of stockings.
I mean, at least they're hung up with care.
Yeah, that's because he doesn't want to wreck the walls. Oh my gosh, and look, we got twinkle lights.
Twinkle lights? Are those the ones at the top of the card? Oh, I see.
Yeah, we got twinkle lights.
Was this a Target too?
Huh?
Was those the twinkle lights? Were they at Target too?
Oh no, they are. Those are battery operated. So those are basically just every once in a while. Like if it's just us, we won't really put it on. I think he put it on because he made me dinner tonight because he had off today.
Oh, okay. At least he got some time.
Right? I'm feeling fancy. Rodney said, "Tell him to go buy some big ass red and green stockings." He actually said, "Put a black and white filter on it, and people will think that they are colorful." You know what I saw on Twitter?
What?
Celine Dion put out a unisex children's clothing line.
I mean, sure.
And it's all just like black and like white, like stars and stuff. This stuff's cute, but like, I don't know. In the advertisement, she's like telling people to not be binary. Basically, just be like the you that you're destined to be. She's pretty lofty for like a singing superstar. But then again, she also has 2 kids.
Well, there you go. They humanize you. Kid.
Right? See, that's why we're terrible humans.
Mm.
So wait, I feel like I saw a movie. Did I see a movie? Rodney's like, okay. Huh. I think I saw a movie, but I don't remember.
I saw a movie, but I'm not sure if I spoke about it.
What movie?
Can You Ever Forgive Me?
No.
No, I didn't talk about it?
No, you didn't. Talk about it.
Oh. Well, it had Melissa McCartney in it. And it was about this woman author who was copywriting famous literary letters of people.
Mm-hmm.
And she eventually got caught and was in jail. But yeah, it was a really, really good movie.
Ooh, was it like a comedy or was it serious?
Yeah. I guess I know it was. I'm trying to think of more of the movie, but it was about. I can't think. I think it was less than 2 hours, but it was a good movie, a really good movie overall, and I'm happy that I took a chance to watch it because she's hilarious.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I forgot something that I watched on TV. I just did I tell you guys about this Leah Remedy Scientology kick that I was on?
What?
I watched Leah Remedy's like Scientology like A&E documentary, and
Ooh.
I thought it was really good. And season 3 just came out, and the first episode of season 3, it's like season 3 episode 0. And apparently she got so many letters from people that are were previously Jehovah's Witnesses. and said, like, you need to look into this. Oh my gosh. It's like literally almost the same thing.
I only saw Leah Remini. I saw her when she was on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, and she was talking about Scientology and stuff, and I was like, wow, like she went through a lot of crap, and probably still does go through a lot of crap.
Yeah. But it was crazy because that was the first episode where they had where they like sort of discussed like another religion. And so it was very interesting to see sort of like the parallels where like the shunnings of like I didn't realize that if you are in the church and like if they see you like smoking cigarettes, or if they see you with doing something that you're not supposed to do, like holding the hand of, you know, a woman of the world, quote unquote, then you can be excommunicated for that.
Yep.
And the interesting thing is that so it takes one person to accuse you of like holding the hand of like a non-good person, and like you can be excommunicated. But if there is a person, like if a child was molested, and if they go to the church elders and say, listen, I've been molested, then that one accusation does nothing, or multiple accusations do nothing. They require a 2-witness rule for that offense. So basically you can be excommunicated for really small things, but yet they don't want to report it to the police because there aren't 2 witnesses for molestation.
Oh my God. How would you have 2 witnesses?
That's the point of the rule, because it's like impossible.
That's so dumb, and I don't have time.
Yes. In fact, because in that show, they'll like talk to people that dealt with this stuff, like real people. This is their actual stories. And when it came to like talking about molestations, then they showed clips of this gentleman. Australia was actually one of the only places that really like went deep for the religion, and basically saying like, no, you need to you're not holding yourselves accountable for these accusations. And then the guy was saying like, oh yeah, well, out of the occurrences that happen, you know, sometimes we do report it. And there was something like 1,029, you know, incidences occurred internally where they discussed, you know, pedophilia, and none of them were reported to the police.
Look.
So
hold on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Hold on.
All right. Miss Joy is going to the bathroom, and then I'm going to answer Mr. Rodney, who asked a question. Was she talking shit about Tom Cruise? She actually did talk a lot of crap about Tom Cruise. The interesting thing about Leah Remini is that she was raised as a Scientologist. She didn't convert once she moved to LA, like a lot of people do. And so she was talking about how, you know, how ridiculous it was. So while she was in the organization, she thought it was crazy. You know, this guy's jumping on couches, sort of, that's nuts. So she was talking about that. The reason why she kind of became a troublemaker was because the catalyst was at Tom Cruise's wedding, the most important night for Scientologists. You know, not, you know, with it being removed that L. Ron Hubbard is coming back, you know, because I'm sure that would probably be more important. But in modern days, that was like the most important wedding for them, since he's so high. And the leader, David Miscavige, his wife, who was also, you know, super high in the system, wasn't at the wedding. And she hadn't seen David Miscavige's wife, Shelley, for probably like 2 to 3 months before that. And they have a system of like sort of punishment and punishment camps. And so she got really concerned that she hadn't seen Shelley for all this time. So she actually called the police department and filed a missing person because she was concerned about her friend, who to this day
Still
nobody
hasn't-
has, it still hasn't been seen, because it's like dealing with the church or whatever, and they donate a lot of money to the police department. Even though she filed the police report, she wasn't able to see Shelley. Just somebody, they poked their head in or through a door or something, or like a woman said that she was Shelley. And so as far as physical evidence that this woman exists or is safe, is non-existent. So that's sort of interesting. So it was crazy to hear certain things about Jehovah's Witnesses, just because you hear about it. And so it was just it was really interesting to hear certain things. And one of the things that I did like at the beginning of the episode is she said, like, I'm not, we're not here to, poke fun of like the religion itself. We're here to look at literal policies. And I think that her doing that, her drawing that line and basically saying like we're not here to poke fun at people's belief systems. We're here to find the holes in beliefs and the policies about these belief systems. So I thought that was very good. The fact that they had that disclaimer to begin with, just because all religion in general sounds far-fetched if you don't believe it, right? But the moment that you're telling people that, oh yeah, if that family, if blah, blah, blah with that family member, you can't talk to them. You can't, you can't say anything. If so-and-so walks into a room and if they're excommunicated, you need to walk out. Like,
Yep.
That's the stuff that's wrong, is the fact that you are punishing people. You are tearing up families, as opposed to being like, oh, let's grant them grace, right? You get more flies with honey, let them see that this is the light of the world through you, right? And convert that way if you wanted to. But as opposed to, it's like, no, but not even no, it's like you don't even exist, which is super abusive.
Yeah, it's awful. Like the way that she went on, went on about it, I was like, wow.
Mm.
Like it's like level 3 type stuff.
Oh my gosh. Ronnie said that actually happened to one of his best friends. And
how are they dealing with it? I guess I would hope that they're happier.
Well, my first and foremost, my heart goes out to them. And then secondly, weird thing about the special, they were talking about like just religion, because a lot of these people that were being interviewed, they were not converts. They like grew up in it. So they never had any holidays, because everything, they're not supposed to celebrate anything of the world, because every day is for Jehovah, and you should not be of the world. And so after they left, none of them have any like associations with like any sort of holidays. So like their birthday, it's just another day. Like I forget when these things are happening. Like I don't understand the hoopla, and it makes sense because with that sort of system, like every day is the same. That way, like, okay, like you're gonna like, work and do all this stuff. It's all, you're gonna be knocking on doors and stuff. You're gonna be going to church. Why? Because there are no special holidays. Every day is the same. And you don't have a birthday. Why? Because you are not the thing that matters in this unit. Like you are not of importance. It's all about, like, you don't even get to feel special for a second. So
I don't like that at all. That's
yeah. So these people, they've been gone for 25 years. They have no family. their friends are around, but yet those things, even though they've been gone for so long, you know, some people were only gone for a couple of years, 3 years, other people 25 years. And the one guy was like, I have no associations, but why would they? Right?
It's way too much.
Oh yeah. I love, if you have never seen Leah Remini Scientology, really good series to watch if you just want to be like, this is happening, because it's just weird. But so that was season 3, episode 0, and Rodney said that his friend is much happier.
Thank goodness. That's what I'll go for. Because
right, and just hopefully they have a good connection of friends, friends to be loved ones.
And that they have their own, not say support group, but they have people that love them and care for them, and you know they found their own sense of happiness and you know, knowledge and understanding through their own experiences.
Yes. Oh, can you believe it, Joy? It's that time.
It is.
Oh. Let's see. This week I don't have anything coming up. I think I might do a little bit more streaming. I'm trying to fix up my system. Also, by the way, I don't know if you got that thing that I sent you about that podcast app.
Oh, Anchor?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm thinking about doing Anchor. I'll be sending you some messages about that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh wait, do you Anchor?
I mean, I've heard of Anchor. I think I like signed on it, but I never used it.
All right. Well, I am thinking about Anchor.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to do a side project or if I should do something solo. So I figured I'd give you the option. As I did my like serious face. Huh?
I see.
Oh. So yeah. So Rodney, there may or may not be some stuff. I'm thinking about it. So I don't know. I just got rehearsals for the Christmas pageant. Oh, Rodney's like, what is this Anchor? It is a basically it's like Snapchat for podcasts, and you could save it so that way they don't go away. And it's supposed to make podcasting super easy to do, and the quality is supposed to be pretty good. I listened to a couple of anchors. I listened to a Nintendo Believers group, and I listened to a couple of episodes, and the quality was pretty good. I was kind of just like I was trying to like listen to it to see like, oh, is this like worth my time? But the good thing about Anchor is that all this stuff is stored in their servers, and they've been around for about 2 years, I think a couple of years, but so they've been around for a bit, and then they just did an overhaul, and they were featured in the App Store, which is where I found them at. So yes, I will be updating stuff if I decide to do a little Anchor. What about you, Miss Joy?
What? In terms of what?
This week. Have anything coming up?
Yeah, we're planning. Baby asked me actually today. Like, I would hope that we get to see Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. That'd be nice. And you know, get some video game playing and YouTube video stuff. And yeah, just like chilling. Oh my god! And we're gonna go to a concert on Sunday. It's for this band called Sing Sing.
Sing Sing?
Yeah, it's this wonderful Korean. It's a mix between traditional and like electric pop, sassy. Like it's so good. Like they're so good. I've seen them for free the first time in Central Park, and now they're coming to this venue, and we can see them. So it's just like, ah, yay, you're back. But yeah, okay. Love it.
Excellent. I say that so much. All right. All right. We're going to say goodbye to me lovely tree.
And Rodney.
Oh. All right.
Oh, now you started something.
All right.
You just don't want to cry anymore? Is that what? Yeah.
Yes. Pixar. I don't do Pixar. It made me cry. It made me cry during a first date. And I was not just tearing up at a Pixar movie. I was sobbing. I was just like first date.
Oh yeah, Up is pretty
Oh yeah.
pretty intense.
Yeah. But I love the movie, but it made me cry horrifically. As well as listening to thinking about Jessie from Toy Story. It makes me cry. So yeah, I don't do Pixar. All right. Well, now that you know all the things that make me cry via Pixar, I think it's perfect time for me to cry alone with my unlit tree. Thank you so much for watching. We love you. We love you, Rodney, and any other viewers that may be watching in the future. My name is Richard Pucci, chock full of moxie at Twitter, and it's Miss Joy in infinity.
Yes.
To infinity and
beyond. And Toy Story 4 came out eventually.
Oh wait, we need to say Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. All right, now how do I? Oh, Rodney said Oklahoma. Wait, how do I get this music on? I was trying to get the music. I gotta get the music. I'm like an old person nowadays.
That's okay. You're the master behind the mixer.
Yeah. There we go. I think did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Okay. Well, trust me, the music is going on right now. The input is. Do you hear it? No? Were you able to hear it?
No, I don't hear any music.
Okay. Yay!
Yeah, I don't hear it. I hear it. Oh. Bye-bye.